Greetings, Internet. Welcome to But I'm Still a Good Person by Vince Nicholas. I'm Vince Nicholas. I'm joined by my sparkling wifey, Carolyn Nicholas.
Hello, hello.
Hello, honey. Thank you for joining me at our dining room table for this little program here. Okay, so let's get into it. The premise here is song lyrics are stupid. Meaning, when you take the lyrics away from the music, the musicality, the catchy, jaunty beats, most song lyrics are dumb. They're just silly. They're nonsense. I read an interview with Max Martin. Ever hear of him?
Oh, yeah, I've heard of him.
Uber, Swedish mega producer. I Want It That Way, Backstreet Boys. Oh, Baby, Baby. Hit Me Baby One More Time, Britney Spears. And It's Gonna Be Me by NSYNC. He was behind all those hits.
And so many more.
And I read an interview with him, and he said, when it comes to lyrics, first of all, he's Swedish, so things get lost in the translation when he tries to write English or kind of puts together English lyrics, composes. But he said, in the end, if something sounds cool, if it comes down to something, a lyric or a word or a line, something sounding cool versus something making sense logically, he goes with the cool. So it's all a bunch of nonsense. I want it that way. What is it? What is that?
Hit Me Baby One More Time.
Right.
What does that mean? But you know what? I think he's been correct because he's had so many hits.
Yeah.
And when you think of a ton of popular, catchy songs that you know, that often proves true.
Yeah.
That it's just some sort of silly lyric, but it sounds really cool. The beat's great. It fits with the song.
And in this interview, Max Martin cited the Beatles and Elton John. He's like, I grew up loving the Beatles. I grew up loving Elton John. But like the Beatles, cuckoo, cuckoo, I am the walrus. I am the Eggman. Like, what does that mean? That means nothing. You don't even have to ask what it means because it's meaningless.
Yeah, it's not something new since his career. If you look back to songs from the 70s and 60s and 50s, tons of silly, ridiculous lyrics.
Yeah, Elton John, Blue Jean Baby, LA Lady, Seamstress for the Band. I guess that kind of makes sense. All right, Bernie Taupin, you got us there. But he cites lyrics that are dumb. And because it's all about the music. It's all about the rhythm. It's all about the catchy chorus.
Yeah.
Max Martin knows what he's doing. And you've said that just lyrics that are obtuse or abstract or just define direct meaning, fans all over the world can put what they want onto them.
Yeah.
And that just makes it more appealing.
Absolutely. I've always thought that lyrics that were open to interpretation or various meanings, I thought that was a bonus because different people can take it and interpret it a different way, like whatever they feel. And that gives them more like it makes it more personal to you because you're interpreting it your own way. It's not explicitly stated. Yeah. This is what you're supposed to get from this lyric. This is exactly what it means. Yeah.
And you're like, oh, Britney Spears is speaking to me, man.
Yes.
So this is BTS Dynamite, which we're just going to break down the lyrics and show how stupid they are. And this is done in love. BTS Dynamite, inescapable, huge, giant hit, #1 in over 100 countries, I heard the other day. We can't get enough of it.
Oh my goodness.
I ripped what do people still rip songs? I ripped, I converted.
What does that mean?
I put a bunch of live performances of BTS Dynamite onto my little USB flash drive, and I've been listening to it nonstop in my car for the past 2 weeks. So I love this song. This is a fantastic pop song. I can't get enough of it. So this is all done out of love. So the BTS army, don't come after us, okay?
We love your boys.
We stand BTS, okay? Jungkook especially.
I remember hearing this song on the radio about a year ago, like summerish 2020. Mm-hmm. We all know what 2020 was like. Many things were closed down. A lot of us were working from home. Yeah. And I remember hearing this on the radio, and my spirits and my soul were uplifted. Yeah. I was smiling, I was singing along, and I thought to myself, BTS has saved 2020. Yes. With this song, Dynamite.
It's a fantastic song, and it's so catchy and popular. obviously, it was BTS's giant break into English radio,
the
English, America in general. Yeah. So we love this song. Again, don't come after us, BTS Army. We're just having some fun. And the idea, the topic, what we're doing here is we're taking the lyrics and we're just looking at them aside from the music.
Yes. Take away their pretty hair.
Yeah.
Their cool clothing. Take away their amazing choreography and dance moves. And this is what you're left with.
Take away the monster from the rap. And this is what happens. Okay. So let's start with the song. It starts out. See, right away. Now, this goes to arranging, sequencing, producing, composing. It starts with the chorus.
That's very interesting. It does. And you know what? That hadn't occurred to me until I was just looking at the lyrics. Mm-hmm. I just brought up the lyrics 10 minutes ago and started kind of looking through them. Yeah. And that is very interesting. Yeah. That's not something you see all the time or very often at all.
Well, to go back to Max Martin, he says you got to get people quick. Like within a couple seconds, within 10 seconds, people got to be latched onto the song. So starting off right with the chorus, this is like Quentin Tarantino in Pulp Fiction, and he plays a scene from an hour 45 minutes into the movie. At the very beginning, you're like, whoa, this is out of nowhere. What's going on here? And it kind of grabs you and it wraps you up. So right away, it starts off with a bridge, a sonnet, a lead up to the chorus. Is this the actual chorus? It is the actual chorus.
It's like 2 lines from the chorus.
Okay. So it starts out, 'cause I in the stars tonight.
'Cause I'm in the stars tonight.
Sorry, I am. It's a contraction. Conjunction? Contraction.
I don't know.
You're the big reader, honey. You're the most literate
I'm
of this
terrible
family.
about parts of speech.
Okay.
I always failed that part in school.
Do you know what an adverb is, honey?
No.
Really?
Yes. I do not. I don't know. I don't know my parts of speech at all.
I think it's very, like I ran very fast. Anyways.
I have no idea.
Okay, so starting off with the chorus, but we always talk about how do they come up with how they sing. So, 'cause in the start. So it's descending. It's going from high to low. How do they make up that decision in the studio? Does the label say that? Does Jungkook?
I think, well...
Instead of, 'cause I'm in the stars. Instead of going
that doesn't
up,
sound good.
They're going down. Oh, what are you saying, honey?
Who wrote this? Did BTS, the 7 members of BTS, have anything to do with writing this song?
I don't know.
We should have researched that, honey.
Well,
and
band's first song fully recorded in English. The song written by David Stewart and Jessica Agambar and produced by Stewart. It's an upbeat disco pop song with elements of funk, soul, and bubblegum pop. It takes influences from 1970s music. Features snapping and claps, echoing synths, and celebratory horns.
And
Okay, so David and Jessica wrote and produced this. So, but RM and V Sauce and whatever, they were in the studio and they probably tried 8 different ways but anyways, it's descending. It goes from high to low. 'Cause I'm in the stars tonight, which means what, honey? I'm in the stars. This is something you say when you're really high, right? I'm in the stars, man.
I'm high as a kite.
I'm in the stars tonight.
There's not one line of lyrics in this entire song that makes a lick of sense. Yes. I just want to say that from the get-go.
Oh yeah, it's silly and terrible and great at the same time. Okay, so I'm in the stars tonight. Okay.
So watch.
You're on the weed. You're vaping. Yes.
Because I'm in the stars tonight, so watch me bring the fire and set the night alight.
Yes, so watch me bring the fire. You're a pyromaniac, okay? You're causing these fires so that we can't even open our windows in West Sacramento, honey. Is it a gender reveal party, or are you someone experiencing homelessness? You like fire. You're fascinated. You're a pyromaniac, and you set the night alight. meaning...
Fireworks?
No. It means you're one of these assholes who drives around with their brights on. Their bright headlights. Turn them off. Turn them off.
So this person's just a menace to society.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That's what Jessica is. Jessica is a menace to society. Okay. Let's get into the first verse. Shoes on. Get up in the morning. See, why isn't get up in the morning first and then you put your shoes on? Do you wake up with your shoes on? We've all been there, honey. We've all slept. We've all woken up in the outfit we wore the night before, and we're like, "What's going on here? Right?
Where am I?
Whose apartment is this? Why am I on the floor?" But actually your shoes are on, so you're ready to go. You don't have to find your shoes. You don't need socks.
They're ready to go.
Yeah. Get up in the morning, cup of milk, let's rock and roll.
That's a very healthy way to start your day.
Yes.
A cup of milk.
Let's rock and first of all, if you're saying let's rock and roll, loser, okay? But a cup of milk, it makes me think of, honey, our disagreement on milk.
Oh.
If we could take a little side...
We're going to go there? Is that what we're doing?
We could take a little side trip here. So we have milk. We regularly buy milk. I don't drink milk.
You don't drink milk, so I don't know why you have such a strong opinion about what kind of milk we buy for our family.
I will get to that.
Okay.
But I want the whole milk, the red stuff, vitamin D. You always advocate for the green stuff, which is 1%. Okay, for most of my life, I preferred fat-free. Oh.
But lately...
It's practically water.
Lately...
Yes.
I've gone up to a 1%.
Yes.
I'm a 1% person now.
Yeah. I want the red because when I want milk, I don't drink milk. Do you drink milk that often? The number one consumer of milk in our family is darling daughter Luna Marie.
Every
correct?
morning I put a dash of milk in my coffee.
Okay.
And other than that, the only person who uses the milk is Luna in her hot chocolate.
Correct. So
why do you have a say?
I want Luna to have the most flavorful experience. I want her to enjoy milk, and 1% milk is practically water. And so and when I do drink milk, I don't drink a lot of milk, but when I do drink milk, I want to taste the cream. I want to taste the cream.
Whole milk is so thick and disgusting.
It's so good.
It's like butter. Oh, which is another Dynamite song. Or not Dynamite. What are these people called? BTS?
Yes. What are these people?
Sorry.
Don't you want good butter? Don't you want good cream, honey? Oh, it's just... So
no.
You don't. You want water like.
I want it watered down.
And you want margarine. You want a bunch of fake.
Never. Not fake. Just watered down. Okay.
But what about?
Where are you going?
What about Luna Marie?
You know what? I think she's happy. She's never once complained about the type of milk we've had. And sometimes we buy whole, sometimes 1%, 2%.
Yes. But she's
never complained.
There's degrees of happiness. And I think whole milk, it's just tastier. It's undeniable that whole milk is tastier than 1%.
No.
You shake your head in disagreement, but...
Not when it comes to the type of... we use it in hot chocolate, coffee, on the very rare occurrence, cereal.
Yeah.
No.
You're saying whole milk is not as good as 1%.
The only time I want whole milk is if I'm making a roux.
Right.
Because
you need the cream and you need the fat. It's a real product as opposed to 1%, which is water. They yank some juice out of a cow udder, and they add a bunch of water to it.
Is that what they do?
There's your 1%, yes.
Yeah.
And the difference in calories is minimal. It's like 20, 40.
It is. It's not as much as I thought.
Yes.
There is a difference in sugar, but again, it's not huge.
Mm-hmm. I think about darling daughter. She's 12. Calories don't matter in her life. I want her to give her the best experience, so I go with the whole milk, the vitamin D.
Okay.
Because and on the rare occasions I drink milk on the weekends, I throw it in my coffee sometimes.
Yeah.
Do you ever that's when I want whole milk.
Do you ever put milk in your oatmeal? Because you do eat instant oatmeal a lot.
I do. But no, I do not.
You don't put milk in there.
It's just pure water. That's what Hannah Duke Keller would recommend, honey.
Then that's what you should continue doing.
All right.
Do we... Okay, I thought we were compromising by buying 1%.
What? No. We're not compromising. We're both
unhappy.
We're both on. We're like at the end of Infinity War. I'm like the Avengers, and you're like Thanos with his scary monsters. And and sometimes the compromise is that sometimes we get vitamin D whole milk, and sometimes we get 1%. And when we get the green 1%, I die a little inside, honey.
I know you do. Okay.
Sorry for caring about Darling Daughter and her experience with her hot chocolate with the fake marshmallows. Okay, next line. Let's go back on
back to BTS.
Back to the main road. That was a good side mission, like in Grand Theft Auto, honey. Okay, next line. King Kong kicked the drum, rolling on like a rolling stone. Okay, so King Kong. First of all, Godzilla versus King Kong, worst movie ever.
Terrible.
So when I think of King Kong, I think of hairiness, body hair.
Body hair?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He's a very hairy man, honey, and he's very large. The members of BTS are, well, small, petite, if you will, and don't have a lot of body hair, if any.
You texted me this morning or yesterday, just out of the blue. Do you think any of the BTS... This quote, do you think any of the BTS members have any body hair?
Yeah.
End quote.
Then is it not a good question? Is it not pertinent?
I don't think any of them do.
Me neither. And so what are they bringing up? King Kong, who's hairy and thick.
Well,
kick the drum. So do they even know what a Mach 3 Gillette is, honey?
King Kong, kick the drum.
Kick the drum. Okay, now let me just say, if any members of BTS kick a drum, the drum is gonna be fine. You know what I'm saying?
Aww.
Okay.
Are you saying they're delicate and dainty?
I'm saying their kick doesn't have much whoop to it. I
don't know. Have you seen those dance moves? They bring the knee up to their chest and they throw it across their bodies and they do a little turn.
They do have. They are.
They're very limber and agile.
They have much velocity in the quick moves.
You know what? They're strong. They're like ballerinas.
Yeah.
They're twisting around and flying through the air like ballerinas.
They are.
So they're not your manly King Kong.
Yeah.
But they've got strength.
But they kick. And another thing, kick the drum. It makes me think of like a rock star. Like, I'm wrecking a hotel room. I'm kicking the drum. I'm angry. Billy Joe Armstrong from Green Day. I'm gonna walk off. I'm Axl Rose, and I'm gonna walk off the stage after one song because I'm so angry, and I'm gonna kick the drum.
And like it just right after that, rolling on like a rolling stone.
Yeah.
So also invoking the image of a
Mick Jagger.
A Mick Jagger rocker guy.
Well, this I think Bob Dylan. Rolling on like a Rolling Stone. Who,
they're more Bob Dylan like than
right,
they are Mick Jagger.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
They're not Keith Richards. They're Bob Dylan like. Okay, next line. Sing song when I'm walking home.
Does that mean they're like singing a tune to themselves as they walk along down the street?
They walk down the sidewalk to their BTS hotel and they.
That's what I was thinking too, whistling a little tune.
You know, Marshall Phillips used to walk around the radio station we worked out, kind of humming. And I would always be like, what? You see someone walking around like, do, like going about their business. Mm-hmm. I've never understood that. Is it odd? Is it normal? Is it like,
I like when I hear someone singing a little tune to themselves or humming, or I think it's endearing and cute.
You think it's fun?
Yeah, I do.
I was always like, something is going on there. Like, do you want to say something or just keep quiet? Or
I wonder if people who do that, well, some of them obviously are like aware of it. Maybe they're trying to like show off, oh, look at how I can carry a tune.
Yeah.
But I think some people who do that are not even aware that it's coming out verbally.
Yeah.
They're just like kind of lost in their thoughts, and it's kind of like,
yeah,
just like a habit maybe, or they're not aware of it.
Well, they need to stop being lost in their thoughts and be quiet and take the punishment that is a 9 to 5 like the rest of us in silence.
So they're having too much fun.
Yeah, keep the anger on the inside. Keep the noise on the inside. And then one day, go postal. Sing song when I'm walking home. Hello, I'm walking home and I'm singing a song. Jump up to the top, LeBron.
That is just 100% a name drop. Meaningless. Right. LeBron has no place in this song.
Well, we talked about this is BTS's big entry into a pure English song. And they were like, who's the biggest basketball player? 20 years ago, it would have been like, jump up to the top, Michael Jordan! Or something. But giving a shout out to LeBron, whatever.
It's very out of place. But do they know LeBron?
No.
Do they watch American basketball?
Do they know LeBron hates police officers? Next line. Ding dong, call me on my phone. What the heck? Ding dong.
First of all, okay.
Yes.
I don't know of any phone that goes ding dong.
Right. Well, you could there like on most telephones, cellular telephones, there's 15, 20 ringtones, but there's no ding dongs on there.
This reminds me of like when you see, or I don't know if you've ever read a book that was written in like French or any other language. Mm-hmm. But for normal, like, things that aren't words, that are just, like, sounds like sneezing or a dog barking.
Okay.
Their version is different than the English-American version.
Really?
Like,
so in text, like, it's different.
In American, a dog barking would be like, woof, woof. And then in a different language, it would be like, arr, arr. Or, like, a sneeze, instead of a sneeze being like, achoo, it'd be like, bachoo. Or, like, something weird.
Huh.
I can't, okay. I've read, like, children's books in different languages.
Yeah.
And for things like that don't have a word but more of a sound, it's like it translates different. So this line reminds me of that. Ding dong, call me on my phone. Like an American person would not say ding dong.
Right. Well, you associate ding dong either with doorbell or the chocolate pastry
the
or whatever.
Hostess.
I don't know. Dessert that you find in the bread aisle. Ding dong, call me on my phone. What? So odd. So did what's her name, Jessica, come up with ding dong, or did Rap Monster come up with ding dong?
I would guess that those two people, I forget their names, Jessica and what's his name, who wrote this, are not American English speakers. That is my guess.
Although maybe, well, do you remember ringtones, honey, and ringbacks?
Of course.
Like if you called your friend Matt Furuzawa and he had Aaliyah play instead of a.
Oh my gosh! Yes, I did that. I had that on my phone.
And that was like $2.99 each.
Yes.
So I never got the ringback, but I remember calling people who had the ringback tones, and I'm listening to 20 seconds of Aaliyah while I'm waiting for their stupid voicemail. So maybe Rap Monster has ding dong.
Should we let people know that Rap Monster is the name of one of the BTS members?
Yes.
Because you've said Rap Monster a couple of times.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He goes by RM for short.
RM. Yeah.
Rap
and
Monster.
He speaks English fairly well.
He's the best English speaker of the 7 BTS members.
Yeah. So when they're on Jimmy Fallon, which we recently watched, RM, Rap Monster, answers in pretty fluent English. The other guys, they answer in Korean and there's subtitles needed.
Right. That's so interesting how they do that in the interviews.
But RM is pretty well spoken in English, and so he takes on most of the English. I mean, he takes on almost all the English question and answer. Yeah. So ding dong, call me on my phone. First of all, and another thing, do you want to get called on the phone? Text me.
No.
Ding dong, text me on the phone.
Text me or don't talk to me at all. That's what I say.
Next line, iced tea and a game of ping pong.
Huh. So is that why they said ding dong? Even though it makes no sense because it rhymes with ping pong. Although iced tea and a game of ping pong.
Yes.
That sounds like some like East Coast frat boys on their grandparents' estate drinking some iced tea and playing a game of ping pong.
Yes. It's brisk, baby. Brisk iced tea and a game of ping pong.
Like, who are these guys? What is this?
who are these guys? He's the rap monster, honey. So iced tea, are we in favor of it? Yes or no?
A little bit.
Game of ping pong. Have you ever had a ping pong table?
Yeah. My family had one in the garage when I was a teenager.
And?
It was fun, but I didn't use it often.
We had a ping pong table when I was growing up. And it was... A ping pong table is a big deal. I mean, just space-wise.
Yeah.
It takes up a lot of space. And we didn't have a ton of space. But, like, the house that we lived in at this time, 17551 Hada Drive in Rancho Bernardo, California. It had... it was a regular house, but then whoever... previous owner put on an extension, so there was like another room, and it wasn't a quote-unquote sunroom, but that was sort of the function of it.
Yeah,
it was attached to the family room, but that's where we had, I don't even know where we got, probably from a garage sale from Bobby down the street, who was a woman.
Okay.
Bobby, who was a woman.
Was it Bobbie?
I don't remember that, but she would hire me and my stepbrother Kyle to do odd jobs, like clean up this dog poop for $10.
Was she like, you boys are so cute?
No, she was out there. I think either she was a drunk or she enjoyed the drugs, honey.
Oh dear.
or she said things like, I'm in the stars tonight. We had a ping pong table, and it didn't last long because it took up so much room in this extension of 17551 Hada Drive. But I remember me, Kyle, and Carrie, my stepsister, we would play that thing, and there wasn't a ton of room, but it was so much fun. And you have to be careful not to smash your head into the window or dive into the TV. But it was cool. It was cool having a ping pong table way back in the day.
Yeah.
Should we have something like that for our Wow Chows? We have a foosball table that's the size of the laptop you're on right now, honey.
We have zero space for a ping pong table.
Yeah.
And I don't know how often the kids would ever use one if we did.
Yeah. I think with this ping pong table that I had 30-ish years ago, we used it like crazy in the beginning, and then it just kind of took up room.
That's how it goes with these types of things, isn't it? So is it worth it in the end? Is it worth spending the money, taking up the space for?
No.
I agree.
If we had more room, if we weren't so selfish, honey. Okay, so we go to RM's verse.
Okay, RM, here he goes.
Okay, so he goes, this is getting heavy.
This is getting heavy.
Can you feel the bass? Can you hear the bass boom? I'm ready. Woo-hoo! So this is getting heavy makes me think of watermelon, honey, because when you buy watermelon, darling Lennox Albert loves watermelon, and you have to cut it up, and then you throw the watermelon rind.
Shell.
You throw the rind into the garbage.
Put it in the trash.
Yeah, into our kitchen garbage.
Yes.
And then when I take out the garbage, I'm like, wow, this is really heavy.
It's like 40 pounds when the watermelon rinds are in there.
I'm so used to it being fruit snack packets, and granola bar coverings, pouches, and all of a sudden it's super heavy. So I'm like, I'm like RM, honey. When I pick up, after you cut up the watermelon, I'm like, this getting heavy.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, okay. I think this is getting heavy. That sounds very emotional to me. Like, my emotions are heavy.
Yeah.
Everything I'm enduring and suffering through right now, it's so heavy. It's weighing on my heart and soul.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ding dong, the ping pong, the iced tea. It's like, whoa, this is too much for me, man.
Who knows? Who the heck knows? Because after that, the next line is, life is sweet as honey.
Ooh.
So, okay, this is getting heavy. Yet life is sweet as honey. Once again,
it's a juxtaposition.
This is like, what's going on? I'm not following.
Life's sweet as honey. This beat cha-ching like money. First of all, consumerism will kill you. It's why Al Qaeda hates us, honey. Let's simmer down. Material possessions is not everything, RM. Okay, what about finding family and loving your wife and wow chows. Life is sweet as honey. Now, the milk conversation was one thing, but let's talk about honey. Darling daughter, Luna Marie, I don't think she currently eats honey, right? Once in a while, because she used to take like a tablespoon, a big spoon full of honey and just slurp it down.
She often will say to me, can I have some honey?
Yeah.
And what she means is she just pours some honey from the jar into a spoon and puts the spoonful in her mouth.
Yeah.
What you're talking about, when she and I both used to eat honey like crazy, that's when we were buying the locally made honey from the person in Rosemont who had those beehives in her backyard.
Yeah.
And it was the best honey.
Which
it
was
so good.
Well, okay, so...
But the honey you get from Walmart, that's just like generic. It's terrible. It's not good. You have to buy like locally made, locally bred honey.
Okay.
Honey.
This is similar to our milk digression. But so darling daughter Luna Marie likes honey. Okay. Let's buy some honey, the cheapest honey from Walmart. And you believe that local bees produce some sort of probiotic that Sacramento embodies within Luna Marie, and it all comes together. And
honey?
And it'll make her life better. Yes.
Honey, listeners, friends and
Whole
family.
milk with honey.
Friends over the podcast airwaves.
Yes.
Are you listening?
No. Yes.
Okay. Wherever you live, wherever you are in the world,
yes.
If you eat honey from bees in your region, like within like 10 miles of where you live.
10 miles.
15 miles.
Oh, is it 10 or 15?
Max.
Wait, is it 10? So
just listen, just let me talk.
So basically, Folsom bees are good, but El Dorado Hills bees, no. Yes.
I don't know. If you eat the bees from local honeys, it builds up your immunity to local allergens.
Okay.
Because those bees are harvesting on local plants and flowers and flora and fauna.
Okay.
And so if you ingest the honey that these local bees are making, it builds up your allergy immunities and general health.
Okay.
If we buy the Walmart the Walmart honey,
right,
like the generic Great Value honey,
that's from Iowa or China,
that's doing nothing for us. It's no good. We don't like it. Also, it doesn't taste nearly as good as like local beehives are producing.
Well, that I will give you. But have you seen a marked decline in darling daughter's health? Or is there a difference? Or
all I can tell you is I'm not making this up. This is like a true fact.
Okay.
You can ask any scientist you know. Okay. This is real. So
I'm going to ask Dr. Bill Nye.
But you know what? I have not found a local
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I've not found a beekeeper out here in West Sac.
Dr. Dre, yes.
Well,
you said 20 miles, honey, so we can go
I know,
back to
because
Rosemont.
there's that lady in Rosemont I used to buy from.
Yeah.
But I don't know, do we live too far now for it to be effective on us? I don't know. How many miles is Rosemont from here?
I think it's literally 12.
Okay, then I'm about to hit her up. I'm going to see, do you have any honey left?
Yeah.
Because of the drought and like all the wildfires this year.
Yeah.
I still follow her on Facebook. She said her honey supply is not as good this year, so I've got to find out. Okay.
Well, and another thing, honey is very expensive.
It is.
Like even the Walmart is $3-4, and then you would buy a similar amount
for like $10.
For $10,
$12.
Yeah.
Worth it.
I won't say I disagree, but I do not agree.
So, okay, that's different then.
So life is sweet as honey. Yeah, this beat cha-ching like money. Next line. Disco overload. Is he listening to a bunch of Bee Gees, honey? ABBA on repeat.
Disco overload.
I'm into that. I'm good to go. Ooh, what does that mean, honey? Does that when you're doing that thing, and I'm like, I'm good to go now.
No. I think he means I'm good to go to the club.
Oh, well,
the
what
disco
about
club?
I'm into that.
That What's dance that? There, that tune.
It's like Backstreet Boys. I want it that way.
Exactly.
I'm into that. I know. It's impenetrable. The meaning. You place whatever meaning you want
It's
onto
up to
that
interpretation. How dirty is your mind?
Next line. I'm diamond. You know I glow up.
Hey, so let's go.
So, a glow up. For people who don't know, this is a term meaning I used to be 5 years old and now I'm 16. But obviously I'm more attractive, I'm better looking, and this is my glow up. Correct?
Those types of glow ups are ridiculous.
Okay.
Anytime you see someone on the internet who's like, here's my glow up, and they're like from age 12 to age 20, it's like, that's not a glow up, that's a grow up. You're literally just aging.
You're literally just maturing.
A glow up is
Time
when you...
is passing.
Right. A glow up is when you put a picture of you at like age 23, looking all frumpy and unhappy.
Yeah.
And then a picture of you at age 30.
Yeah.
And you're looking good, happy, put together, productive.
Mm-hmm. What about, okay, so Olivia Rivera, Darling Daughter's friend.
She's 12.
Right. But she did like a glow up. She posted a bunch of pictures on Instagram of Darling Daughter Luna Marie and 2 or 3 other girls from, because they've known each other forever. I mean, and forever, I mean 6 to 7 years.
Since first grade to sixth grade.
But she posted a bunch of pictures throughout time and various increments here and there of years past. And they start out tiny and then they quote unquote glowed up. Is that a legitimate use of the term, honey?
No.
No?
No.
Is that what so you're saying Olivia Rivera misused the term glow up, honey?
Yes.
What about I'm interested in the opposite of glow up. What about a dim down?
Well, people don't usually present those.
Right.
They're not showing those off.
But that's what I want to see. I want to see you didn't glow up. You dimmed down. You got worse. You're in a bad spot right now. But maybe more truth on the socials is what we need, honey.
Maybe we should all be a little more honest, you're saying?
Exactly. Okay, so we're getting to the chorus now.
Here we go.
Which was in the beginning of the song, which I pointed out.
Yeah, so, yep, here we go.
Because I wish they had the names of who was singing this.
I know.
I mean, we're just on the Googles, but whatever.
I wish so, too.
So we're back to the very beginning of the song, which is the chorus. Because I'm in the stars tonight. Okay, you took some acid. You're in the stars. Congratulations. Watch me bring the fire. You're a pyromaniac. And set the night alight.
Hey.
Next line. Shining through the city with a little funk and soul. Shining through the city, I still think they have their bright headlights on. Honey. And they're annoying the crap out of everyone. With a little funk and soul. I think that's just to cover... Like, do we have all the genres? Because this is BTS' big entrance into pop and America and English. We're covering, hey, we're pop, but we're also a little funk and soul.
They want to cover all the bases.
Right. We want to appeal to different radio stations. Do they even know about funk, honey? What about G-Funk? What about Nate Dogg? G-Funk, where rhythm is life and life is rhythm. Nate Dogg, rest in power. Dr. Dre, Warren G, ever hear of him? Jungkook. And then the final line of the chorus is, so I'ma light it up like dynamite. Whoa.
Okay.
Yes. Again, Dynamite, pyromaniac. Are you like? Is this a fireworks show? Am I at a fireworks show? Is this a Looney Tunes cartoon where TNT lighting up dynamite to catch the Roadrunner or the Wile E. Coyote? Elmer Fudd, Dynamite, TNT. Is that what's going on here?
I want to believe that this song has some semblance of sense to it. I want to believe it. It's so hard.
Well, we're halfway through. How's your theory?
If I'm being the most generous I possibly can be to this chorus, because the chorus is the heart of the song, is it not?
It is.
Okay.
Like the kitchen is the heart of the house, honey.
Exactly.
Yes.
So, if I want to think of what does this song overall mean, what in the world are they talking about? I want to think of it as just like 7 young guys, because 7 BTS young guys.
Yes.
They're just out on the town. They're downtown.
Right.
They're having the time of their life. They're young, wild, and free.
Hitting up the discoteca.
They're hitting up the clubs. They're dancing. They're feeling so like happy and free that their souls are up in the stars tonight. So their souls are on fire.
Yes.
The night is alight with their joy and their youth and their effervescence.
Yes. Jessica
So they're shining through the city.
Jessica and David Stewart would agree with you.
They're shining through the city. They're lighting it up like dynamite because they're just so full of life and youth and joy.
Yeah. I remember those times.
However, when you get to the verses, it just completely goes off the wall with these ridiculous words that have no meaning.
Right. And let's move on to the next verse.
Here we go.
Okay, next line. Bring a friend, join the crowd, whoever want to come along. Now, right away, you gotta discriminate. You can't let everyone in, honey. Murderers, rapists, bring a crowd, come along.
Whoever want to come
Pedophiles,
along.
please come along. We're having a party here. Are you just letting everyone in? No. You gotta have a bouncer at the door, honey. Checking ID, checking your vaccination cards, okay?
Are you vaccinated? Are you a felon?
Right.
Is there a warrant out for your arrest?
Right. Do you have a QR code? Let me scan your QR code. So bring a friend, join the crowd, whoever want to come along. No. You got to filter out. You can't bring everyone, okay? You're not going to bring a really hungry guy.
Our local homeless man.
Our local homeless man who lives down the street or down the river from us. In a van down by the river. Word up, talk the talk. That's just nonsense, honey. It's just poor writing here.
Word up, talk the talk.
Poor writing. Vsauce? What's his name? Anyways, word up, talk the talk. That sounds like he's trying to be like urban. Like, yo, word up, talk the talk.
Yeah, totally.
Ugh. Just bad writing. Just move like we off the wall. Okay. What? If you're off the wall. Just move like
we off the wall.
Well, you're off the wall, are you moving?
I don't even know what to make of this.
Well, Off the Wall, it makes me think of Michael Jackson's first album, Off the Wall.
It makes me think of indoor soccer.
I like it. Just move like we off the wall. Or hockey. Like, get off the wall.
Is it a sports reference? Is it a Michael Jackson reference?
That's what it is.
Who knows?
Listen, I know nothing about nothing, but I'm sure soccer is big in Korea, where BTS is from. But they're trying to get the sports thing going.
Okay.
Funk and soul, appealing to various demographics, various audiences. So, get off the wall. Just move like we off the wall. It's a soccer thing. It's a hockey thing.
There's no out of bounds.
Right.
Because it's indoor, off the wall.
Yeah.
Ooh. It's all coming together now.
Day or night, the sky's alight. Nonsense.
So we dance to the break of dawn.
Oh, we're at a rave. And they're playing music till 6 a.m.
Exactly. You're at the rave.
Yeah.
In Brixton, London. This is from personal experience.
Or downtown Oakland. That's also personal experience. Yes.
And you get out after the rave's over, and the sun is already up in the sky. It's 7 a.m. And you stop at a cafe down the road for some eggs and coffee.
Yeah.
And then you go home when you want to die.
What if you were still rolling? When you go into a warehouse on 98th Avenue in Oakland, California at night, and then you walk out from the warehouse on 98th Avenue. No, actually, remember the exact address now. 2nd and Jackson.
Oh, goodness.
2nd and Jackson. You walk into this warehouse...
The night before, 10 p.m.
That you got the address from on a flyer. Okay? You walk into a warehouse. All sorts of hijinks happen inside this warehouse. And then you walk out, and you see the sun shining. And you were like, what happened in there? I need to get my life on track.
It's so discombobulating.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you're questioning, what is my life? What am I doing with myself?
Why did I do this? Why are my jeans so dirty? Oh, because I was laying on the floor of a warehouse in Oakland, California. There was I don't know if it still exists, but the End Up was a nightclub in San Francisco that was open from Friday night till Monday morning. So it was open Sunday at 7 a.m. I want to go to a club with loud music and alcohol. You go there. Went there once with Chris Douthit and Michael Rasmussen. I can't remember which morning it was, Saturday morning or Sunday morning, but we went there, we had a drink, and I was like, what the hell are we doing? Like, we need to be in bed. We should be in the Mission District getting a breakfast burrito. We should be, like, at home watching some infomercials on the cable TV that we had in San Francisco State University, which had 6 channels total, and I would watch infomercials.
Honey, do you remember the places in, like, the Bay Area where you'd, like, drive to a location?
Yeah.
Because it was, like, secret.
Yeah.
And then, like, a different vehicle would take you to another location.
Yes. Yes.
That was good times, huh?
Or you would have a flyer, and then it would be like, go talk to Henry
yeah, because nothing could be written down.
On International Boulevard. And, hey, Henry, just go down there, man, and take a right. I'm surprised we're still alive, honey, and I never want our darling children to go through this nonsense. So we dance to the break of dawn. Also makes me think of Chuck Johnson, his old email. Like, email addresses used to be wild and crazy.
Yeah.
Just like online names or profiles or whatever. But at one point, and then you got to get a job. So you're like,
you change it to your name.
My email is vincenicholas@gmail.com. But Chuck's email at one point was _the_am.
To the AM?
To the morning at yahoo.com. Like, dance
to the break of dawn?
I party to the morning, man. And my jeans are dirty, but please give me this job at Honeywell.
Yeah, you got to change your email if you're trying to get a job.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He did work at Honeywell for a while. He makes a lot of money now. My mom probably loves. My mom was not a fan of Chuck Johnson back in the day, but I'm sure my mom would love Chuck Johnson.
How do you like me now?
He got married. He had a beautiful baby boy. His name is Kai. Kai.
Kai.
He created an Instagram for him. Where are we in this stupid song, honey?
So we dance to the break of dawn.
Okay. To the AM, if you will. To _the_am at yahoo.com. Ladies and gentlemen, I got the medicine. Whoa.
Ladies and gentlemen, I got the medicine.
So,
is that a euphemism?
Well, is he selling heroin? I got the medicine, quote unquote.
Well, along the lines of what we've been talking about, does he got the E?
Oh, the Molly. I got the medicine. Is he Walter White? Is this Breaking Bad, honey? I got the medicine.
So you should keep your eyes on the ball.
Yeah. Keep your eyes on the ball. You know what that makes me think of? Like, if someone saying, hey, keep your eye, like if someone has a ball and they say, keep your eyes on it, and then they throw it right at your face. It's like, oh.
Who did that to you, honey?
You're trying to trick me.
Who did that to you?
Josh Leonard.
I'm going to beat his ass. That's mean.
He was a mean person. He was not a nice gentleman. Anyways, enough with my middle school bullying. Okay, so now we're getting back to the chorus. This is getting
heavy. This isn't the chorus, is it? But it is a repeat. It is a repeat of what we've heard before.
Yeah. What is this the bridge or the interlude or the prelude?
They have like 2 choruses.
So this
is a very interesting song.
This is getting heavy, like the watermelon rind.
This is getting heavy. Can you hear the bass boom? I'm ready.
Can you hear the bass boom? That makes me think of like when I used to go clubbing.
Yeah.
With Mike Rasmussen and Matt Furuzawa, it was very important which song we would have playing in our car when we pulled up to the club.
Oh, was it?
It was enormously important.
If you guys got it wrong, did you circle the block?
Yes.
Until you got it right.
Yes. Or we would stay down the street and like fast forward.
Oh my God, really?
Or rewind on my CD changer. Because I still have I have like some bass. I got a little subwoofer right now. I've always had a subwoofer.
I think you're really cool with your subwoofer currently in your car.
You drove my car for a couple days for whatever reason.
My car was in the shop.
Right.
So I took your car to work.
You took my car to your work and you were like, I like the music.
I do. Yeah. I was like, wow, I totally can tell the difference. You have a subwoofer in your trunk.
Yeah.
Man, it's nice. I enjoy it.
One of the first times I took Darling Son Lennox Albert in my car, I played music really loud. Okay, it was the Descendants 2 soundtrack, Chilling Like a Villain, but The kid was 7 or 8 back then. But I thought I would be all impressive. Like I turned it up super loud, and the boom, the bass and the subwoofer, and he was like, "It's really loud," and I was like, "Oh,
my baby wasn't used to that."
Just wait until you're 21 and you're going to the club. By the way, when you pull up to the club, be playing some Drake or some Crisscross, okay? And you'll impress
Drake or Crisscross.
You'll impress the ladies.
Wow. Okay.
Where are we in this stupid song?
Life is sweet as honey. Yeah, the speech cha-ching like money.
Let's not bring up honey. Let's not go there again, honey.
Let's not go back to that topic.
Because the bees within 20 miles have the right pollen and probiotics.
I'm about to hit up that Rosemont lady.
To make Luna Marie's life more busting. Ebullient. Wonderful.
Okay. Disco overload. Yes. I'm into that. I'm good to go.
Too much Bee Gees. I'm into that. I'm good to go. Oh, is that what you tell a hooker, honey? Is that what you tell a stripper? I'm into that. I'm good to go. My
goodness.
I'm Diamond. Well, actually, Diamond makes me think of rings. Mm-hmm. For your ring.
My wedding ring?
Your wedding ring, which I proposed to you.
Yes.
You sent me, it was Shane Company.
Yeah.
And you sent me 10 links, and you were like, pick one of these 10.
When we were talking about getting engaged,
yes.
I picked a few rings I liked, and I sent you the images. I think they were all from Shane Company, weren't they? Yeah. And they were, okay. I don't like diamonds.
You're a simple gal.
I like colored stones. Mm-hmm. I like gemstones. Mm-hmm. So I sent you a garnet, which is my birthstone. I sent you something that was sort of orangey, pinky.
Yeah.
Yellowish. I sent you a few different ones.
So you're not into diamonds at all? Were there any diamonds? I mean, I don't know if you remember, but were there any diamonds in the links that you sent me?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to know the truth?
Were there any blonde diamonds? Conflict diamonds, honey! What about the Africans?
My wedding ring from my first marriage was a diamond.
Wait, you used to be married?
I was married once before you, honey.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
I'm sorry.
What would Rap Monster say, honey?
But I realized then...
Yes.
It's not worth the price. They're who cares?
Yeah.
Also, I'm not big on jewelry. I'm not a big jewelry person.
Yeah.
And I really love colored stones.
Yeah.
So I've always loved gemstones. So the second time around with you.
Yes, the best time.
The best time. The last time.
The forever time.
The forever time.
It's like a Shane Co. Commercial right now, honey.
I knew I didn't want another diamond because it's just not worth the price. They're so overpriced.
Yeah.
And I'm a simple gal.
Yeah.
And then your favorite one, which I'm so glad that you picked it because it ended up being my favorite, was...
Garnet.
It's a garnet. It's my birthstone. It's the January birthstone. And so it's kind of a dark reddish color.
Yeah. You sent me a few links, and they ranged in price from is it granite or garnet?
Garnet.
Okay. Because I was thinking of Kevin Garnett, who was a basketball player.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, you know who he is.
Yeah.
So I get it mixed up. But that was $130.
Yeah.
But some of the rings you sent me were thousands?
No,
hundreds.
I think
hundreds of dollars.
Oh, everything. Okay, maybe somewhere in the 300 range.
Okay. I would say double that, maybe triple.
Honestly, I don't remember. I do not remember.
Okay, but what I remember is that, thankfully for me, because where was I in the job market? Anyways, but the garnet was $129, $130.
Yeah.
It was the cheapest of the selections you sent me.
Is that why you picked it?
No. I thought it was the prettiest.
It was so pretty.
I love your ring. Are you wearing it right now?
Not currently.
What?
I took
Wait
it out.
A second. The whole conversation is moot.
I wore it to work today.
Okay.
I came home and I took it off before I took a shower today after work.
Okay.
So it's back safe in its box.
Okay.
I wear it every day. It is so pretty. I love it.
Yeah.
I still look at it every time I wear it and think how much I love it.
Yeah. Well, for me, as a guy, as your husband, as your former fiance, whatever, the fact that it was the cheapest and it was the prettiest, I was like, okay, this is meant to be. We're hitting it out of the park here.
Yeah, totally. And I love that it is my what's it called? Your birth month?
Birthstone.
My birthstone?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that as well.
Yeah.
It worked out perfectly.
Yeah. And my ring was
$30 from
$30
Walmart.
from Walmart.
It's so nice. I really love your ring.
It's very simple. I've never been into jewelry.
Neither have I.
I don't like. I think to Anthony Baez, he's into bracelets and necklaces. And I mean, I do have my rapper chain like Flavor Flav, but yes.
Where's your rapper chain? I've never seen that.
Do my chain hang low? Do it wobble to and fro?
Do you have a chain?
No.
Oh, I thought that you...
No.
You know what? You are into watches.
I used to be really into watches, and then I got to about 10, and I was like, what am I doing with all these watches? You know what? They were kind of like socks. I was kind of into socks for a little, but then I had 10, 12 pairs of socks with the pizza on it, and socks with the shark on it, and socks with a flamingo on it. And I was like, well, I'm not going to... Like, am I going to be 70 years old and have 600 pairs of wacky socks? Like, is that my life? So I gave them all away to Goodwill or whatever. Very similar to my watches. I had 10-ish, 12-ish. And some of them were really nice, 100 to 200. Never like more than that. But some of them were cheaper, but they ranged in value and just looks and color. But after a while, I was like, I'm not going to be this guy. I'm not going to be the watch guy. I'm not going to be the sock guy. I don't want to be that guy. I just want to simplify. Mm-hmm. So I kind of gave it all away. Hundreds of dollars of watches. Tens of dollars of crappy socks. and that's... Yeah, that's my life now. I winnowed it down.
Yeah.
I decluttered, if you will.
Totally. Okay.
Next line.
So, where were we?
I don't know. Are we on the chorus?
Wherever it said diamond. I'm a diamond, you know I glow up.
Oh.
Let's go.
What about the dim down?
Where's that?
That's a humorous juncture I brought up 25 minutes ago. Honey! Okay, so we're back to the chorus because I'm in the stars tonight. So as you bring the fire, set the night alight. Ooh, shining through the city with a little funkin' soul.
So I'ma light it up like dynamite.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Okay, so now what is this the prelude or the bridge or the?
What's coming up? The da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. That is the bridge.
That's the bridge.
Yes.
Okay.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Hey. Do they say
Life is dynamite. I don't know.
Now you like this part of the song.
I do.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, eh. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na, eh. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Light it up, dynamite.
I think Jessica and the other guy were like, we need 20 more seconds in this song. Or we need 40 more seconds for radio stations to play this song. So let's come up with something.
Okay.
I don't think there's no creativity here. There's no artistic.
Definitely.
There's no song writing capability here. It's like, da-na-na-na.
You're right.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with you. What I like is in the music video and the live performances, because this is when they do their really fun choreography. Yeah. And it's like the really fun, enjoyable little clips of them dancing, posing. And they look so cute and happy and fun.
Maybe they should have a video cut and then the radio /single cut. But da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
Da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na.
It goes about 20 more times.
Yeah. Well, and it you know what it reminds me of? It reminds you of, you ever hear of Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga?
God!
In the sha-la-la-la-la-la-lo. Just terrible.
That's
Zero.
horrible. That is horrible.
This is very similar. Da-na-na-na-na. Sha-la-la-la-la. Da-na-na-na-na. Sha-la-la-la. No? Is it just me?
No, you're so right. You are so right.
They needed to add more.
Yeah, they were like, this needs to be a minute longer.
Yeah.
You're so right. Okay, honestly, I just gotta say the choreography in the video sets it apart.
Oh, yeah.
Because picture in your head what the guys are doing.
Yeah.
Da-na-na-na. They're like shuffling their feet.
Yeah.
And it like shows, it goes like back and forth to the different members.
Yeah. And we saw the behind the scenes video and they were like literally making it up. Like, you move your foot this way and we'll kind
they're
of
just being silly and having
and we're
fun.
going to throw our jacket over here.
Yeah.
Super creative. But as far as audio and a song on the radio, da-na-na-na-na is sha-la-la-la-la-la-lo.
Yes, absolutely.
So
they go, once again, they go back to the chorus, because I'm in the stars tonight. Light it up like dynamite. And then once again, and then they go back to the da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Light it up, dynamite.
So
I think everything just repeats.
Yeah, it repeats a couple times and then it's done.
All right.
And then what?
I don't know. But I didn't light it up dynamite. Do you remember when I lived in Citrus Heights and I had a bunch of night lights?
Yes. You had far too many night lights and I was like, what are you doing? There's night lights in every room of this house. You're wasting electricity.
Wow.
You're 40 years old.
Wow. Wasting electricity, I could take or leave, but the fact that I was over 40, that was odd. Well, I like to go to the Dollar Tree, honey, and everything there is $1.
What?
So I would see night lights, and I thought they were cute and fun, and I wasn't really in the dark in the middle of the night, but I just thought it was, again, they cost $1 each, and I could place one here and place one there. But I've really, speaking of winnowing, I've gotten rid of my nightlight.
You have, like, since we cohabitated.
Yes.
You really got rid of your nightlight collection.
Yeah.
So.
I don't miss it. I look back on that time in my life and I'm like, that was dumb. What the hell was that? Even if I spent $8 on nightlights or $16 on nightlights, what the hell was I thinking? What was the point? It was stupid. But yeah, night lights went out and Kevin Garnett ring came into our life.
I love my Kevin Garnett ring.
Yes. He was an odd looking gentleman, but most NBA players are. They're very tall, honey. Anyways. Alrighty. That's the end of the program. It's been fun, but not really. Let's all try a little harder next time. Like, comment, subscribe, follow, review, and rate, or don't. Do whatever you want. You're a grown-up. Make your own decisions. Do what's best for your family. Please be sure to use our promo code for HelloFresh. We don't have a promo code for HelloFresh. Did I say HelloFresh? HelloFresh. That's the hipster meal subscription plan. Goodbye. I love you. We love you. We hope you have a good day today and tomorrow. And sure, I may have said Kevin Garnett looks like the alien from the movie Aliens with Sigourney Weaver, but I'm still a good person and we're still good people. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your time. I hope you have a wonderful day/night. Bye-bye. Did we tease we're going to say the 3 cutest BTS members?
No.
Okay, well, let's say it right now. Number 1. Well, let's start at number 3. And this will mean nothing to anybody. And to be fair, their looks are very fluid.
Very fluid.
Just, it's hard to tell. And listen, I'm half Vietnamese. You married a half Vietnamese man. My mom is 100% Vietnamese. We're not being racist here, but just with their hairstyles and a few of them or all of them wear makeup.
They wear makeup. Their hairstyles change from every single picture, video appearance. Their hairstyles change. Yeah. Their accessories change. Their clothing changes. Yeah. And I would argue that this is not just because they're South Korean. Any ethnicity who did this, I would argue we would have this issue with it because they change up their looks so frequently. Yeah.
It's hard. Like, we watched the BTS, a bunch of live Dynamite performances, and I was like, wait, that's the cute one. No, wait, he's over here in the green. No, wait, he's over here with the dark hair. They're always changing their looks. It's very confusing. But the top 3 cutest BTS members, Number 3, this will mean nothing to nobody.
So we're doing this in ascending order. 3 to 1, correct? 3.
Is that
2,
higher or
1.
lower?
Ascending.
You know, when I go online shopping, I always click ascending because I wanted the lowest price for the cheapest item. That's how we got our 70-inch TV for $450.
Shouldn't you do descending?
Is that where the lowest is the first?
This is descending. My hand is going from up high to down low.
Yes.
Ascending is going from about down low to up high.
Which one is where the lowest price is the first one listed?
Well, usually on websites it will say lowest to highest.
Okay.
For us dummies.
Okay.
Thankfully.
That's what I need. Well, let's start number 3. Number 3 is Jin.
Love you, Jin.
Love you, Jin. He's like good looking sometimes. It really depends on
He changes the most.
Yeah.
Because we only have 3 guys that we think are hot out of the 7.
Well, there's only 3 out of the 7 that are cute, honey. But Jin, he's good looking, but with him, it really depends on hair.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, his hair.
If his hair's on point,
if it's
lit,
shorter, less straight.
yeah. If it's like less in his face, more open avant-garde, Jin's number 3. So he's cute, but it really depends on his hair. But he's number 3. Number 2, Jungkook. He's the dark-haired guy who starts off Dynamite, the song. Yeah. Like he isn't. I wouldn't classify him as beautiful or super hot or handsome, but he's cute.
Yeah. Oh,
Don't come after us, BTS Army.
He's cute, guys.
Yeah.
Girls.
He's good looking. And how Jin can kind of fluctuate between good looking and a little less good looking based on hair. Jungkook. Will Paul and Kathy Lewis understand what we're talking about?
Oh,
Are they going to
yeah.
start Googling BTS?
I hope they Google it. I hope they watch the music video.
Is Carrie Lewis on here? Like,
I hope so, guys.
Okay. Jungkook, dark hair. Number 2 and number 1. Well,
number 1, far and away.
The name will mean nothing. His name is V.
The letter V.
The letter V.
V like Vince.
Yes. I'm the hottest member of BTS. But if you watch the BTS Dynamite, he is in the green suit.
The green like vest with the green pants.
Right.
He is so cute.
He's
consistently cute.
Yeah.
Regardless of hair.
He's beautiful. Like he's just gorgeous. Jungkook, cute. Jin, again, based on hair. The other 4 members, I would put Rap Monster number 4.
I would too, yes, definitely. I agree. Rap Monster number 4.
But V is like a beautiful man. He's got it.
Do you want to say what the bottom 3 you refer to?
No. But,
okay.
But just because what I referred to, well, one of them looks like an auntie.
Your auntie.
An Asian auntie. Yes. Either my auntie or a Filipino friend of mine from high school, their mom, and auntie. And then another one is just, very girly. Femme.
So not your type.
Right. I'm a V kind of gal, honey.
I'm a V kind of gal.
And then the other one, I can't even think of him right now.
I know. I'm sorry. He's forgettable. I'm forgetting him.
But V,
I can think of the auntie. I can think of the one who's very feminine.
Yes.
Very pretty, I might say.
Yes. Very attractive.
I know. And then the 7th one, I'm forgetting, you guys. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's our ranking of the hotness
of
the BTS members.
Yes.
And
one thing I wanted to mention is that the members of BTS weigh 60 pounds soaking wet. They're very skinny, is what I want to say. But I read a deep dive. So when Dynamite hit big, I read a deep dive on Vox, which let someone with internet access and a laptop besmirch Dynamite and sort of taint it and saying, oh, BTS have so many great songs. and I listened to a few of these songs in their discography. But they were all in Korean. And while the beats were cutting edge, sort of Timbaland, DJ Khaled, really good beats, when the language is all Korean, it was just like, and I think of Spanish and how in America there's Despacito and there's Livin' La Vida Loca and La Bamba, which had huge crossover appeal to English America, white America, if you will. But that's because that culture is Hispanic or Latinx or whatever is formidable in America, and Korean is still kind of small.
Yes. The Mexican Hispanic culture definitely bleeds over, definitely into at least the southwestern states of the U.S.
Yeah. And so for me, being from San Diego, Southern California, the Tony suburb of San Diego, La Bamba is all in Spanish, but I recognize a few words. It's ingrained in the culture there. My best friend from back in the day, his name was Noel Dominguez.
And you yourself are pretty fluent in Spanish.
Yeah, I'm very good at Spanish. So like, me looking at Spanish, and I guess America, or a lot of America, looking at Spanish, Mexicano, whatever, music, it wasn't so much of a reach. But when I went through this Vox article, again, Vox gave someone with internet access and a laptop, formidable placement on their website. I was like, okay, the beats are there. The beats are fantastic. But as far as Korean, there's just not a lot of recognition there. I can't glom onto it. And so this person who is writing, who has a laptop with internet access, who Vox gave prominent placement to, was decrying Dynamite is bubblegum pop. And there's so much more to BTS's catalog. But when you cross over and you want to hit America and Canada, I guess, the Americas, North America, the English-speaking world, your song has to be in English.
Yeah.
And you can hear in Dynamite, what's the words I always say?
The stars tonight.
Yeah. The way, whichever BTS member that is, but the way he pronounces stars tonight.
There are a few phrases where you can hear them like almost over enunciating.
Right.
You can really hear that they're not
they're not native.
They're not native English
American.
speakers.
They're not English.
Or fluent in English.
Right.
Not even native, but yeah, like comfortable with English.
Yeah, and they're trying to break through, and that's cool. Look, more success, more mainstream you get, good on you. But I just thought it was just quote unquote interesting that they were trying to break through. They did break through on a huge level, and then but there were BTS stans who were OGing like, this isn't. Like when Metallica hit with the Black Album. Well, remember in 1986 Metallica? That was when they were real, man, before they sold out. Who cares?
Some fans said that BTS sold out by doing Dynamite.
Yeah.
Because they were just trying to play to the mediocre general American audience appeal.
Yeah.
So maybe there's some merit to that argument.
There absolutely is. And on the other hand, who cares? Appeal to as many people as you want. Sing whatever you want.
Yeah, you're right. It's hard in America if you're any other language than
Espanol.
Spanish.
Yeah. And even Espanol is like 1 in a million. La Vida Loca was whatever 20 years ago. Despacito was one word in a chorus. And Justin Bieber sang it. Ever hear him? Anyways, that's all that I wanted to say.
It's an interesting thing to ponder on.
Yeah. It is. Alrighty.
This is the official end of the show.
The official end of the program. Luna Marie asked about 5 minutes ago, are you guys done potting? And we are. Alrighty. That's the end. have a great day. I hope you have a wonderful day / night. Bye-bye.